There we go. There we go. That's on. There we go. Right there. That's on. There we go. Double white maggot on hook. Lovely fish to end on. Welcome back to another video, people. I keep getting a lot of questions about this new outlet up at HARTHILL. So I've explained it before, but just for the sake of people that might be coming in late or people that are just still trying to understand it a bit more, there's two sluice gates at the bottom of it. They need to be closed for the water to come up to capacity. Capacity being where it'll sit at on a regular average. Yeah, so where the most popular water level will sit at the longest period of times. And at the minute the sluice gates are left open, but a lot of people are confused as to, well, how's it going to fill up? Well, that's the point. The sluice gates need closing. Fish can't go in yet for a number of reasons, but fish can't go in regardless if the sluice gates are going to be left open. So they have to be closed, otherwise we'll have another HARTHILL Reservoir disaster. So I'm going to take you down there now. I'm going to show you, we've had a bit of rain overnight, yesterday as well, quite a big chunk of rain. The river Rother is right up the banks. I've just been around Rother Valley for a quick look, and yeah, there's a spot of water in it, that's for sure. So I'm going to take you down to outlet, give you a good view of it, and just show you how much water's pumping out, and try and explain it to you. I don't know, probably a little bit differently, but I'll get up there now and show you. So we're down at the measure, 99.3. That's where the water level is going to idle at with the gates open. It's not going to go any further than that. Water needs to come right up here. Obviously, for boathouse to be functional, for business to be back to usual on here, water level needs to come right up. It won't come up because the sluice gates are open. So let's get down there now, and I'll ABC it for you a bit easier, just so you can understand it, because at the minute, you know, they should really be closed up to try and submerge all this, to get it underwater quickly, to try and suffocate it and get it to die off faster. That's bottom line. That's what needs to happen. On dam wall, a few trees being planted in this area down here, so you won't be able to see where you can see the white line going across there. That's the channel that they've put in. The trees actually start there and they finish past it over there. You can actually see some further past it, so you won't be able to see it anyway when them trees start growing. They'll be in the way. A few people up here, Canal and River Trust, he's just just walked past him, parked next to his van in car park. But I'll have a walk up to these sluice gates now. I might actually drop down onto this side inside at Res and give you a clear picture of it from there. But yes, they definitely need closing, and I'll go and show you why now. So there you go, look, you can see your water coming over here. If I just get up here and pause for a second, you'll be able to actually see the flow of the water. So it's actually, camera's not really picking it up, but it's flowing over here, down into this wash area underneath the bridge, and going out of the sluice gates that way. That's why it's not filling up any further that way, because it's already washed over this bit already. It managed to wash over this bit first to create a channel, and then it's slowly made just enough for a channel for just enough water to go through. That's why you can't see any water over there. From this side, that's how much water is pushing through, and you've got to remember this is only 50% of it, because there's another one over that side as well. So that water you can see there is coming straight out of the sluice gates and down. There's a big wagon over there pumping up water out of that area there that's flooded the path. I think that's what he's doing anyway. We'll go for a walk down anyway. Right, so probably the safest way down now. These are your sluice gates, look. So if I zoom in on that one, that's how much water you've got flowing out of them at once. And there's actually a bit of a ledge here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to have a walk through here nice and carefully. Again, it's all one level over here. But that's how much water you've got going out. The reason why they have to be closed is because any influx of water we get coming in at this point, you will get fish going out of there without shadow of a doubt. That's how deep it is under my feet. That's how much water you've got going out of there. So that's that one. Now, these areas, there's 3 of them on here. That's where the water will trickle over, not through them. They need to be shut and have done with. In fact, they need closing, idea being of completely shutting them off so they can't be accessed again, would mean that you've not got the risk of fish escaping again and being completely washed out. And these areas here are where the water capacity needs to sit at so it can safely trickle over without fish finding areas like that for them to just shoot out like last time. And this is where your water's coming in, so walk you back over this way. That's that one, look. So because it's quite level all the way across, you've got the same amount of water going out of each side. And you just need whacking shut. This is where your water's going up to capacity. It's releasing itself as much as it can without filling up any further. Sluice gates being open, you could still shut them halfway. In fact, you could shut them so there's probably 2 inch of a gap and you'd get a nice flow of water going out. They don't really need to be left open that far. But idea being, you close them up, you'll suffocate all this. Close them up, take them control areas off at top, and that way, when it does start to fill up, the risk of opening those again could cost hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of fish stocks, just like last time when they all got flushed out through the sluice gate, and that was only one sluice gate. So these need closing up permanently and have done with. That's it. You could have done with one that goes downwards, yeah, so it sits about halfway up there and then it lowers downwards like that. So then if your water comes down to that capacity, you can lower it and have water trickle over at top. By opening that when this is full up, it's like pulling plug out of a bath. You can't just get the fish off the top before they go in. Your fish are already going to be under the water heading straight for it. That's the biggest danger. So yeah, a few people keep asking, why are they open? Well, they open because water needs to go through. But the idea behind filling this place up quickly was to suffocate all this and just die it off quicker. The quicker it gets underwater, the better. But for some of you wondering, that ledge there, so these 3 outlets, I've sat a laser pen on that, flat, and I've turned it. And it goes right up into that tree line over there. And it went just into windows of the boathouse. So a lot of speculation on whether these are actually ever going to be closed again, or if they're going to make these channels deeper. But something needs to be done either way. You can't have a compromise. We're going to leave that open a little bit to let some water out, just in case it reaches that capacity. It don't matter. You're going to lose your fish regardless. So it needs closing up for good. In fact, ideally, they want shut in and the whole mechanism wants taken away. It wants going. And only in extreme emergencies do these need to be even, I don't know, contemplated for opening, because there's absolutely no way on earth you can risk using one of these again when this has got fish in it, because there's no stopping them. So that's a bit of an update for you. I know some of you have been questioning it and why are they open. Well, one, you've got your open day coming up where they need to start, and you know they'll probably get a local MP to come up and cut a ribbon or something. They've got to be able to show it working, right? So they're getting some water running through now, just so they're working and they're functioning. And ultimately, I dare say, as soon as that open day's finished, it'll be closed taps and time to fill up. But personally, that's the only reason why I think they've left them open, just to impress somebody on the day when it matters, so that when they shut them, they can just throw keys in bin and walk away, and that's it. End of story. But yeah, for anyone wondering why they open, well, I'll tell you why they need to be closed, and I'll tell you why they can't be opened afterwards. But why they're open now, it's just so passers-by can actually see where all the money's gone and the actual functionality of it, there's pretty much nothing else to it. But the quicker all this gets submerged underwater, I think it's going to be a problem over in the trees. I think the walkway midway in this tree line, it's going to be submerged. I don't honestly think that this is the end of it. I think adjustments have got to be made somewhere, and I think that outlet there, it needs caging off anyway, but the outlet there needs making a bit deeper just to be able to get that water level down. So that's pretty much your update. That's about all there is to show you. There's a large volume of water going through, and ideally, the quicker they start getting it full up and spilling over, quicker we can see all this nice area here being used as a wash into either side. But who knows? They might just be checking for leaks while it's going. Yeah, that's pretty much it. A few people have questioned this area as well. Kids walking off here, little toddlers, if they, you know, in a real world, let's not think about that, but that, just a diving board onto concrete and rolling in. So yeah, quick HARTHILL Res update for you. Some locals in a local group have been asking why they're open, and ultimately it's just to be able to show the people that it matters to when they come up here for a look how pretty they are, and that's it. But they need to be closed. They need the control wheels on top completely taken off. There's plenty of idiots out there that know how to use a couple of bolt croppers and cut a padlock off. As soon as one of those sluice gates gets opened, your entire res, it's going to be flushed down into trees again. So yeah, for anyone you're wondering, that's why when they do close them, they should never be opened again unless in extreme circumstances. I can't even think of why, but they want closing, shutting up, and then just leaving. So if anybody wondering, that's why. There's that many organisations down here now on a daily. Just stop them and just ask them, just, you know, what's going off. So yeah, there's your little update. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.